Curious, analytical. For decades, scientists have tracked a concept known as aging's escape velocity. This is the theoretical point where human life expectancy advances faster than the passage of time itself, powered by rapid breakthroughs in medical technology. This chart shows how that math works. Imagine you are walking toward a marker representing the end of your life. If the technological marker moves forward 1 year for every year you live, you never actually catch up to it. We achieve biological immortality. But while we wait for external technological miracles, we are ignoring the microscopic reality inside our bodies right now. Our cell structures are cracking under the invisible tension of modern stress. Researchers at Heidelberg University placed subjects in a high-stress job interview and had them solve complex math problems. Subsequent blood tests revealed that their antibodies reacted to the stress exactly as they would to a pathogen, triggering an immune response that actually damaged healthy cells. In a separate study, the University of California found that high anxiety directly weakens telomeres, the delicate structures responsible for cellular regeneration. Pure mental routine does its own kind of damage. When we rely entirely on ingrained habits, the brain operates on autopilot. Without the challenge of new information, our neurons and neural connections physically deteriorate from a simple lack of stimulation. We tend to view anti-aging as a strictly physical pursuit, monitoring our diets, tracking our steps, and spending hours in the gym, while ignoring a massive psychological component. Our modern, highly stressful, and heavily routinized lifestyles physically accelerate our biological decay. No amount of future technology can save us if we do not first address the psychological root of our cellular wear and tear. In Japanese culture, there is a concept called Ikigai. It translates roughly to the happiness of always being busy, but practically, it functions as a definitive, compelling reason to get out of bed. This diagram illustrates the architecture of an Ikigai. It is the specific convergence of 4 distinct elements: your passion, your mission, your profession, and your vocation. This aligns closely with a Western clinical approach developed by psychiatrist Viktor Frankl. After observing extreme human suffering, Frankl created logotherapy, a school of psychology built on the premise that humans possess a biological imperative to seek meaning. The pursuit of that meaning acts as a cognitive defense mechanism. According to neuroscientist Shlomo Brzezinski, pursuing a purpose forces the brain to confront new information. This process forces the creation of new neural connections, effectively revitalizing the brain and slowing down cognitive aging. When we lack this purpose, we experience what logotherapy calls Sunday neurosis. Without the forced obligations of the work week, the mind is left unoccupied, and feelings of emptiness and existential anxiety flood the nervous system. But when we actively engage with our Ikigai, we experience the exact opposite. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi documented a state he called flow, the experience of being so completely immersed in a task that you lose track of time and external worries. Entering this state of flow acts as an internal biological spa. It absorbs your attention so completely that it neurologically neutralizes the inflammatory antibody responses and cellular stress that break down the body. Discovering meaning functions as a literal neurological and immunological shield, physically protecting the body from the degradation we once thought was inevitable. To see this biology working in the real world, you only have to look at Ogimi, a rural town in Okinawa, Japan, widely known as the Village of Longevity. The demographics here are staggering. Not only does this population boast an extraordinarily high number of centenarians, but blood tests and medical records reveal deeply reduced rates of cancer, heart disease, and inflammatory disorders, alongside rates of dementia well below the global average. Researchers studying these blue zones have concluded this is not a genetic accident. Their longevity is the physical byproduct of an Ikigai that drives a specific set of daily health-promoting habits. The first is a dietary practice called Hara Hachibu. They consciously stop eating when they feel their stomachs reach 80% capacity. This prevents overeating and bypasses the long, taxing digestive processes that accelerate cellular oxidation. The second is psychological, the moai. This is a tightly knit community safety net where neighbors pool resources and look out for one another. If someone hits hard times, the group steps in, eradicating the modern financial and emotional stress that we know fractures ourselves. The people of Okinawa prove that an incredibly healthy, durable body is the ultimate byproduct of a culture organized entirely around purpose and human connection. Reaping these biological benefits does not require moving to a remote island. Ikigai is highly localized. It can be found in the daily actions of raising a child, tending to a community garden, or dedicating time to a form of art. It also comes down to adopting complementary frameworks like wabi-sabi, the practice of finding beauty in the flawed and fleeting nature of the world. By accepting that certain things are simply outside our control, we actively lower our baseline anxiety. There is also Ichigo Ichie, a reminder to focus strictly on the present moment. By treating every encounter as unique and unrepeatable, you prevent the stress of past regrets and future anxieties from constantly wearing down your physical body. The rules distilled from the centenarians of Ogimi are incredibly straightforward. Stay active, never fully retire from the work you love doing, smile often, and spend a moment every day giving thanks for your surroundings. Physical fitness and nutrition provide the foundation for life, but a clear sense of purpose provides the drive to sustain it. A healthy body is the byproduct of a mind that has somewhere to go.